So if you clicked on this video, you're an online fitness coach and you're trying to scale past $10,000 per month. But one of the things that are holding you back are your sales skills, because at the end of the day, you're probably a gym bro or a high-level athlete and a high-level coach at the same time, and sales might just not be your thing. So with that being said, this is exactly the perfect framework for a sales call in the fitness industry that will help you sign way more clients and hopefully get you to that $10,000 per month goal that you have. So when I started fitness coaching, I had a sales experience. So my background in sales was padded for years. So when I had those first big months, it was a lot easier for me because I was hopping on calls and it was kind of, my offer was so good. I would just kind of sit there and be like, well, you feel stupid to walk away, right? And you know what? I had people go, yeah. And then realize, yeah, I'd be stupid to walk away. So that's the type of level we're going to get you on, where you can close high ticket clients from anywhere from $800 a month all the way up to $6K for 8 months. So with that being said, grab your notebooks and enjoy the little sales seminar for the next few minutes, okay? So part one of a sales call is you don't want to get right into it, right? You really want to touch base with the person who hopped on a call, because at the end of the day, it's going to be awkward. You guys are just getting to know each other. You guys are complete strangers, and they're hopping on a call with you to talk about their fitness goals. They're going to feel awkward. They're going to talk about their fat, their skinny, their shame. So you need to make sure they feel comfortable. And if they don't feel comfortable, they're not going to buy from you, because simply they're going to be the coach. They need to feel comfortable with the person helping them get there. So with that being said, part one is building rapport or small talk. And basically all it does is it's establishing trust with the lead. See, in this part, you kind of want to build not just trust, but you kind of want to build like connection and a mutual understanding of what you're going to go through the call on, and by showing things like empathy and genuine interest and aligning and making people feel comfortable with their own emotions. So that can look like anything like this. Hey Josh, welcome to the call, man. How have you been? What'd you get up to today? Oh, I went through this. Oh, nice, dude. Did you work today? Yeah, I did. Oh, what do you do for work? Oh, I do blah, blah, blah. Oh, no way, dude. My uncle does blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. How's he like it? He doesn't like it very much. And then the guy's going to laugh, be like, yeah, it's a hard job to like. And yeah, dude, absolutely. Did you already go to the gym today? No, honestly, I probably won't be. It's just, that's why I'm here. I'm not going to the gym yet. Yeah, dude, absolutely. So like you said, the biggest thing for you was in the DMs. You said it was consistency. So hopefully we can kind of break down on what the like stemming issue is and see where we can go from that. What's your average day kind of look like? Like, what are you into? Like, what do you do usually after work, right? They're going to get into their habits, what they enjoy, what they kind of do after work, and what they do on a day-to-day basis. Doing so, you're going to small talk, you're dropping they're lowering their guard. They're just having a conversation with you now, right? You're probably breaking the expectation of what most salespeople are, right? Now you're their friend, which in fitness is a big deal, because you kind of want to be seen as like a friend, and also not just a fitness coach. A lot of these people, you're going to be a therapist to, almost, right? Kind of like having a good barber. It's the same thing with being a good fitness coach. You're going to kind of be, a little bit of a therapist when you need to be. So from there, it's very easy to set the agenda, because you're already talking about what they do after. And now you're asking, oh, well, like, what are you doing after the call today? Oh, I got to take my daughter to her dance practice. Oh, yeah, of course, dude. So with that being said, I'm not going to hold you for too long. It's going to be about 45 minutes. Like I said in the DMs, it won't be too long. So yeah, we'll get you on and off the call as quick as possible, okay? Kind of what we're going to go over is just kind of where you are and where you want to be, and what's kind of stopped you in the past from getting there, so we can kind of make some, new decisions to avoid those obstacles stopping you. Does that make sense? Yeah, man, absolutely. Let's do it. Let's kind of get into it. And that would bring us to part 3, which would be discovery. So this is where you focus on things like your potential clients' pain points, their current situation, things that they have been struggling with, and even their desires. You can start by asking questions like this. What made you interested in hopping on the call today with me, man? Did you watch the full introductory video? Which would be a video you send obviously before the call to kind of, show exactly what you offer. We build those out. They're called VSLs. If you're interested, we can send you a template. Just DM me VSL. Yeah, man, when it comes to like, health and like your diet right now, what are you kind of working with right now? So what would be the reason you'd want to start something online rather than, continuing with where you are right now and just going down that path, right? Doing so, what you're doing is you're digging out their pain points here, right? So you're really trying to assess them and trying to find a diagnosis, right? So you can find what their issues are, and then you can kind of see why they're looking for a solution. Based on our conversation, you seem like a great guy. So what's like the urgency to actually like lose the weight? It doesn't, like, honestly, you're a great guy. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So like, when I was skinny, I kind of wanted to get jacked because I was insecure about like how my girlfriend looked at me. So is there anything like that that's kind of like motivating you to make a change today? Yeah, dude, you know, I've just been super insecure about like my weight my whole life. Like I've always just been a bigger kid, and you know, now it's getting to the point where it's unhealthy and I want to make a change. Right? Conversation like that. And that's how you pull it out. You always got to share so that they feel comfortable sharing. And then it goes into, yeah, man, so like how long have you really been thinking about making a change about that? Doing so, you're going to put a time frame on how long they've been thinking. So now they understand that they've been wanting to make a change for a long time. And this is the first opportunity that they've actually taken to make a change. So you can lean on that later. And then you can move into this part. Damn, really? So 4 years, say they said whatever time. 4 years. Damn. So that's quite a long time of just kind of like thinking about doing something. So like, have you tried anything like in the past? If they say yes, you go this way. Well, like, what have you tried in the past? And like, why aren't you just going to keep going with that? Right? Doing so, you know what you're going to do? You're going to find out what they have tried in the past, why they didn't like it, and why they're making a change now to this. So doing so, you know exactly what they're looking for from you. And if they say no, they haven't tried anything in the past, that's when you can lean towards, well, if you've been thinking about this for that long, what stopped you from like taking action towards it before, right? That leads you into this. Okay, cool. Well, what's your long-term goal? And from here, you kind of want to paint a picture. First, you kind of want to go from that heaven to the hell kind of situation with sales, where you take them from the hell that they're in right now, where they have no way out, and you want to paint the picture of heaven. So you want to describe them to kind of get you to describe by asking opening questions like, well, how do you feel about that? Okay, yeah, dude. So like you're overweight and you're insecure about that, but what makes you insecure about it? Like, is it more just like, for me, when I was a skinny guy, I was always wearing oversized clothing to hide my physique. So a lot of my clients, like their biggest thing is like, they come to me because they want to feel confident on the beach and they can't take their shirt off kind of thing. They don't feel confident. Is that kind of something that affects you too? Yeah, dude, absolutely. How long has that been going on for? My whole life. Right now you're painting the picture that they do have a struggle and it's been going on their whole life. And now they're tying the emotion of insecurity to it, right? So it's a deeper connection to that, to the hell that they're in, right? And now you can go like this. Think about it like this. If you made a change today and let's say in 4 months we got you to your goal, I want you to picture yourself on the beach this summer, shirtless in your dream physique, exactly how you want to be. Like, is that kind of how you would, like, picture how you'd feel? You'd feel like more confident, right? You'd actually be proud of who you are and like kind of who you are like in public, and you wouldn't feel shame or like feel like everyone's judging you, right? Yeah, you're right, man. And now you're painting a positive picture for their new life. And you showed them and you allowed them to explain to you the negative picture of their current life. So now they have a transparency between where they are now and where they want to be. And the tie between those two is working with you. And then you can come in again and go, so what do you feel like has been missing to actually help you achieve that goal, right? They're going to go into things like discipline, their time management, they don't have time, or their diet's been shitty, or they don't have enough time to go to the gym, things like that. Then you can hit them with a follow-up question and be like, well, would it be totally crazy and off the table for you to, actually start today and make a change? They're usually going to say, no, honestly, that's kind of why I'm here. So after discovery, we transition into the pitch the most natural way possible. Example 1 would be, well, why do you feel like this would be a good fit for you? And then example 2 would just be being straight up. And what I mean by being straight up is now you know all their issues, their pain points, and what they're struggling, what they're looking for. So you can lean that into, yeah, dude, so let me kind of tell you exactly how I help all my other clients who are in the same position as you. So what we do is we start with, and then you go into your offer. Again, you kind of want to word your offer in a way that ties in with their life. And then part 5, my favorite, but also the easiest one to fuck up, is the pitch. So the pitch is broken up into 3 factors. Factor number 1 is going over your actual personal coaching in the one-to-one transformation strategy that you have built out for them. You want to go through the fact that, it's not a cookie cutter PDF. You get 24/7 access to your cell phone. You get one-to-one accountability calls twice a week or once a week, whatever you want to offer. You get personalized, tailored workout and meal plans and macro plans, whatever you want to offer. Again, I recommend you stat pack the fuck out of that offer. You want to make it so good that it's not even beatable by anybody, and it's a no-brainer for them to work with you. Honestly, add things in there that'll help them with their own struggles. By their own struggles, let's say this: they struggle with daily consistency or accountability. So now you add in daily accountability check-in calls or texts with you. And step 3 is going over the long-term lifestyle results. So you're not just seeing progress in the program, you're actually going to be seeing things that, 6 months down the line when we're done working together, you're not going to need me anymore, and you're going to have the habits and the results that are going to last a lifetime. So, you were telling me about how you have a kid on the way. Well, let me ask you, after this program and you get in the best shape of your life, wouldn't you be excited to actually be able to run around with your granddaughter or your daughter? Right? And that's the type of lifestyle and results that we get. We get them for a lifetime. And after the pitch, this is where you kind of tie down to the pitch. So you want to ask them questions like, what questions do you have about the program so far? Right? So now they're honestly going to tell you what they're missing. And if they tell you what they're missing, you go, oh yeah, dude, absolutely. So when it comes to that, this is exactly how we go about it. So now when you say the price, if they don't go with it, it's not a product objection, it's a price objection, because they already said they wanted it. So one thing I like to say when I get there is, dude, honestly, like you said before, this is exactly what you wanted. So I'm assuming it's just not the product. It's more like the price that's kind of stumping you, right? And now you know their real objection, and then now you can hammer down on that one. So part 7 would actually be the close, right? That, in my opinion, is the easiest part and the most fun part, because if you've done everything well, you've already handled all the objections by going through the framework properly. The way I like to go through the close is after I go through the actual offer is I go, does this sound like what you're looking for? Like, be honest with me. Like, obviously, like, you're probably thinking like, oh my gosh, he's going to sell me something, but put the price aside right now and just kind of think about your own goals. Is this sound like it's going to work for you and what you're actually looking to achieve, those long-term goals? Yeah. Okay. So let me ask you, if this was completely free, would you want to start today and, start seeing those results and making progress within the next 24 hours and start tomorrow morning? Yeah, dude, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So what we can do is we can book in for another call tomorrow. And that's where we're going to build out all your systems and all your programs, and we're going to go through everything. So it's all done for you by the time we hop on the call. And then we literally start tomorrow and we start changing your life. And to start that, the investment price would just be, and then boom, drop your price. And then you sit there quietly and let them think. And then to handle objections, that's going to be in part 2, which is going to be our next video. So, subscribe, hit the link in the description, which is going to let you book a call with me if you want more information on how to actually scale as an online fitness coach and you want more strategy than just this video. So that being said, I love you. God loves you. Go sell some clients. Peace.
Money talks, dirty cash, I want you, and dirty cash.